All right, let's come on very quickly. Let's go to Owerri. Talk about Atlant. You are the one that predicted so many weeks ago that next season in the Nigeria National League we'll be having Papilo FC and Atlant in the Owerri Derby.
It wasn't a prediction. It was obvious. At that time, Atlant were really relegated. Don't pitch me against my people.
Anyway, the story is that Atlant have a new man, Emmanuel Dodge. He's a Cameroonian, but he's been here for such a long time. Former coach of Aqua United, former coach of Ifeanyi Uba, when they were Gabros, is now going to be the head coach of Heartland of Owerri.
Well, I think it's a statement of intent from Heartland to him. Like you said, this man has been around for some time. You know, maybe quite unheralded, but he took Gabros to the top flight some seasons ago. I was among the technical crew of FC Ifeanyi Uba. I mean, he has been around, and from what he's saying, I think he really means business. By Tuesday next week, I learned he has told all intending players new players who want to play for Heartland, to be on the training ground by 7 a.m. By the time he gets there and you are not on the training ground, that you're already out of the team. You know, and I also learned that he has been, you know, they have secured an official car and an accommodation for him. So let's hope that Heartland returns as soon as possible. Let's hope that you know, the issues surrounding that led him to this stage would have been resolved, and the coach will do his best to return them to the Premier League. For me, I really want Heartland to play, because this is a club that has never been relegated. This is the first time
that jinx has been broken.
That jinx has been broken, and I think it's only Rangers, that have not been relegated. So
they can bounce back. Let them try to bounce back as quickly as possible. Let's talk about this very quickly before we give you updates around the UEFA Champions League. Jordan Ibe, remember last year, everybody was appealing. Our coach, Super Eagles coach at that time, Sunday Olise, requested to speak with Jordan Ibe. The Nigeria Football Federation President, Amaju Pinnick, made deliberate efforts to speak to the parents of Jordan Ibe. We wanted him to come play for Nigeria. At that time, he was on top of his game. He was playing regularly for Liverpool, and it was the next big thing in England. But then times have changed, and he's been loaned out to Bournemouth, and suddenly we are hearing stories that this guy is having a rethink. He wants to now come to play for the Super Eagles. It's a report that is all over the wires today.
Yeah.
I think there should be some element of truth in that.
I think so as well. Not just him. Well, I read somewhere, maybe Medum or Noah, some funny names being thrown into the hat now, and you can understand why. We're doing well. It's beginning to look like we might qualify for the FIFA 20.
And we have a bunch of young players.
Exciting players, a new coach.
The prospect is good. The
new idea. You know, you probably don't need anybody if you're playing well. You probably get a starter's shirt in the Super Eagles, and you could sense, and even the players know it. There's something that's changed, and if you're a player, you want to be part of this bunch. I mean, there's a great future ahead of this current squad, this current bunch of Eagles, and I hope they'll do justice. They'll do justice, and history will be fair to them. I hope that they'll be able to make history for themselves, and so that some of us will be proud to say, oh, I know when they assembled that team, the way we talk about that 94. In fact, a lot of people are already comparing them without winning anything, just after 2 matches. A lot of people so the mood is good and everything is good. But for Jordan Hyde, I guess we just fold our hands. Okay, Jordan Ibe. Okay, I guess we just fold our hands and see. But you have to be good enough. That's another issue. You just have to be good.
No, but he's playing regularly for Bournemouth.
That's the point. You come and fight.
Without any doubt, he's a decent player.
Of course he is.
But it's the attitude. It's what we're looking at is the attitude, the spirit behind wanting to play for Nigeria. Why do you want to play for Nigeria? That's the real issue. It's not a matter of the quality. That's in his quality. He's a good player.
Yeah, he is.
No doubt about it. But what's the?
But you still come and fight.
Of course, you still have to come and fight. But what's driving you to want to come and play for Nigeria?
Well, Tony, I'm of the opinion that players should not be begged to play for the national team. You know, I mean, look at Alex Iwobi. Siasa invited him. At that time, his paperwork were still being processed. He followed the team to Zambia. He tarried a while. He was patient, and the attitude was right. You know, so why should we beg any player to come and play for this country?
We're not begging now.
Well,
He's the one begging now.
No, but you said the other
appeal to him at that time.
You don't appeal to any players. You have to play for the national team. Should come from the heart and not
willingness.
The willingness. So I look at some of these players. You know, in the first place, would they have played for this country if situations did not change? You know, I heard about Nwofor telling Taitao that the weather was hot at the time when they were playing together at Queen's Park Rangers, that because of the weather, that's why he's hesitant to play for us. So has the weather changed? You know, this is
cooler now.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. I'm told our time is up, but let me just quickly end the show by giving you updates around the UEFA Champions League and the results of the games currently going on. Arsenal are 1-1 at the moment with Paris Saint-Germain. At half-time was Olivier Giroud that equalized for Arsenal after Edinson Cavani put Paris Saint-Germain ahead. Ludogorets and Basel still goalless. Besiktas and Benfica ended a 3-3 dramatic encounter. Benfica were 3-0 up at some point, yeah. And then Besiktas have drew level. Amazing result. Napoli and Dynamo Kiev still goalless as we speak. Barcelona are 1-0 up at Celtic. Rostock defeated Bayern 3-2. Atletico Madrid and PSV still goalless, and the Mönchengladbach and Manchester City still 1-1 as it stands. So those are the results of games played today, guys. I must thank you so much for your time on Sports Tonight.
It was a pleasure.
We'll do it again tomorrow. Oye, we'll see you next week, I'm sure. Yeah, and for you, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.